Hi guys, so I've just finished reading The Last Wild by Piers Torday. This was a really good book. This was a book that was widely recommended to me on Twitter. It's a book that I'd heard about for a while and had been highly recommended not only for me to read, but as a suitable book to read for Year 4, the age group I teach at primary school. As I say, really good book. It's an adventure story, above all else. An adventure story with themes of magic, themes of loss, perhaps themes of the sort of slightly supernatural, if you like. It focuses on a young boy called Kester, a boy who is essentially living in a young offenders institute, if you like. He has lost his mother and has been taken away from his father. He's living in a really unpleasant circumstance. Whilst this is going on, there's been a real issue in the world where everybody is suffering from a problem called red eye, a problem that is predominantly focusing on or predominantly damaging the animals. It's wiping out animal life and it's highly contagious. However, Kester is visited by... I must add that Kester can't speak to humans. He has no ability to speak to humans. Ever since his mother died, he's not been able to have any conversations whatsoever with humans. But he does start speaking to an animal one day. And this unleashes a sort of chain of events where he's essentially assisted in breaking out from where he's being kept prisoner by all senses, and goes on an adventure to essentially save the animals and find a cure for this red eye. It's a lovely story. Kester forms a wonderful bond with the stag, as it's called, as you can see on the front cover, a wolf cub, a flock of pigeons, and various other animals. He meets a young girl, Polly, along the way, and they form a lovely bond, and there's often situations where Polly's ability to speak to humans makes up for Kester's inability. It's a really interesting story. As I say, it's got a sort of adventure vibe to it. There's perhaps the make-believe aspects of being able to communicate with animals, but some wonderful messages that could be taken for children. There's the element of belief and hope. They're in a situation where it does seem like all hope is lost, but Kester and the stag, who is almost forming a sort of father figure to Kester and the other animals throughout the book, they don't give up. They believe. They want to overcome this situation and they want to find a cure. They want to make it to the city. And it's really wonderful. I think for children, those messages of hope, belief, the elements of leadership that the stag and later Kester shows throughout the book are really wonderful. And it does get you thinking about the importance of animals, the value they play in our world, and how important it is to take care and look after them in a way that some perhaps don't these days. It's really good. I enjoyed it very much. It's a book I'll be recommending widely, as so many have. It's about 320 pages, I believe. I'll just have a quick look. 326 pages. But as you can see, it is quite densely populated, each page, compared to some of the children's books I've read recently. So whilst it's a 320 page book, I'd say it probably reads more like 370, 380 pages in length. It's a book that did take me a little longer than others, but I thoroughly enjoyed. So I hope you've enjoyed this review of The Last Wild by Piers Torday. I'm not sure what book I'm going to go on to next. I've got quite a few options. I'll probably pop a little post on Twitter and get some feedback there. But thank you for watching. As always, please do give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and I'd love you to hit subscribe if you'd like to follow the channel for more videos. Cheers, guys.